Beatrice?
Yes?
How many times do you think you've listened to Gaga's new album?
Not enough.
Okay. Okay.
That's not an answer.
It's not an answer, Beatrice.
Okay, realistically, at least 150 or 200 times.
What? All the way through?
No, I jump around a little bit.
Oh my gosh. What do you have time to do?
I took Friday off.
He literally took Friday off, Leo, for Gaga's album release. I know.
Dance in the shadow of a match.
Oh, every day. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Thank you. Full house today. Thank you. Thank you. We have, okay, let me check in on the audience. Here's what happens. Erin Schwaberini comes back. She tells me how great the audience is. Today, I got another little advanced warning about these folks. Executive producer Jeff walks back and he goes, okay, we don't have to worry about the audience being quiet today. He goes, we do have to worry about some of them staying in their seats. And I go, what do you mean? And he goes, well, Erin's sitting them down, and one woman escaped from her seat and started taking pictures of everything. And so, like, just everywhere, just taking pictures, just, you know. Right there. Right there. You know. And thank goodness she recognized everyone. Producer BB walks in, and she's like, BB! And she grabs a picture of him, and then she's on the set, and she's walking around. So security has been notified.
Oh, he's loose.
Get your camera out. Get your camera. Let's do this.
All right.
Let's do it. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetie.
Wholesome.
Okay, back over here. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I don't have time for the monologue. There we go. Everybody, so I'll just say this. Give it up for the beautiful Fallon, everybody. There we go. What's up, girl? What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
You are looking very Diane Keaton today.
Yeah,
I love that.
I am.
I love that. I
Thank you.
love your coat.
I mean, I wore it for warmth. I wasn't going to wear it on the show, and you guys were like, you should. I was like, all right.
Audience, don't you think I love it. I think it looks great. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
look beautiful.
Thank you.
Per usual.
Oh, thank you. So
Good to
kind.
see you.
You as well.
Again, be careful of that woman up there.
Yeah.
If she rushes the stage, don't worry. She's harmless.
She seems harmless.
She is harmless. Yeah.
Also, really brave of you to walk upstairs on live TV. I'd be winded for the next 20 minutes.
I know. I do worry about as I get older doing the show. But there's stairs I've traversed many times, so I'm fine. Hey, before we get started, I'm kind of glad we didn't do the monologue. I want to send some love because just when you thought, well, we reached peak crazy. Right, Jeff? Peak crazy. We came across a headline, and that is our station in Orlando, Fox 35. They're one of my, I don't want to pick favorites, but you guys know Orlando's like a second home to me. I don't know if you guys heard, but they had a tornado yesterday. Fox 35, their building got hit by a tornado while they were on the air. Now, I've been lucky enough to visit some of our affiliates. Orlando has been so good to me. Amy and Danielle, all the anchors there. Hi, guys. I love you. I visited. They did a segment with me, and they were very kind. And I was worried about them because the weather guy, the meteorologist, is on the air, and he literally says, we don't have the video, but he literally says, I'm sure you saw it maybe on social, he goes, anchors, get under the desk. I mean, when you hear a weather person say that to you, you get the blank under the desk. Debris was flying, so I'm just telling you this. If you see the video, I just want to say, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. We hope everybody is okay at Fox 35. The producers, they're good people. Scary.
So scary.
Scary as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, the tornado went right down the highway, man. Literally went right down the highway, and they're looking at this camera, and the weatherman live on television goes, oh, wait a minute. The tornado is coming. They saw it barreling toward the building.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. So we love you, Fox 35. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Woo. Hot topics served in a casserole dish. Let's get started. It's a good thing more movie theaters are adding recliners, food delivery, because one movie coming out this year will be longer than a flight from Minneapolis to Orlando. That's right. No joke. I know that flight well. James Cameron talked to Empire Magazine about the upcoming third Avatar movie, and he revealed, no, get ready, it's called Avatar, A Fire and Cigarettes, and a Fire and Ash, A Fire and Ash.
That was the original working title.
That would be, yeah. Fire and Ash will be the longest running movie in the franchise. Now, The Way of Water ran 3 hours and 12 minutes. That was part 2. So this could hit more than 3 hours and 30-some minutes. Cameron said, Cameron said there were just too many great ideas, so he had to make the movie long. You're making 7 of these. Like, can't you put a few of these ideas in the next one? Dust and sand, or whatever you're going to call it? That's a long time for people to sit. You all better have an intermission. You better have an intermission. People have to pee.
I was going to say, do you know how many times I get like the big old soda? I'm going to miss, well, I guess I won't miss much. It probably moves slow at that time, but you know what I mean? So, well, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see the second one. I'm not the best audience. Admittedly, when I walked out of the first one, I'll never forget this. You guys remember, there was so much hype around the first one. This is going to be the best movie. And I remember I don't know what that voice was that I just did, but anyway. But I walked out of it with my friend Alexis, and we both looked at each other like, it's Fern Gully. You know what I mean? It's like, it wishes it was Fern Gully. Okay. Whoa.
Thomas. Wow. Wow. Wow, floor director Thomas hasn't clapped that aggressively for months. Yeah, he's a Fern Gully fan over there.
That movie's fantastic.
Anyway, but you know what I mean. And part 2 actually was better. But almost 4 hours, we don't want that. That's too long.
No, I mean, like, I can barely keep my attention on a 30-minute show now. I'm like, is it worth me looking up from my phone, Jake? You know,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Why do you think TikTok videos, they say on social media videos, you know this, you're so good at it, you need to catch people in how many seconds?
I think it's like 3 seconds. It's,
no joke, audience.
We all are goldfish now.
Yeah. Totally. Up next, if you love a good documentary, get ready. Netflix just dropped a first look at a new movie about an older woman accused of conning a celebrity chef in England, claiming to be his mom.
Oh.
Yeah, take a look at Con Mom.
As a child, I never had that mother-child bond.
Graham didn't know who his real mum was. And then one day, out of the blue, we received an email.
And when I looked at it, I was like, is this for real?
She'd been given months to live, and this was her driving factor in trying to find Graham.
She's got this wealth that she wants us to inherit.
My head is spinning.
She's got businesses all over the world. We're talking like hundreds of millions.
I remember thinking, your life is changing. You're going to have a lot of money.
I wish we'd never received that email. It was the start of something which you never in a million years thought was going to happen.
Whoa. So friends, here's the dealio. The woman claims to be the wealthy daughter of a sultan of Brunei and the chef's mother. But as you can imagine, hello, it's a Netflix documentary. Not everything matches up. Again, I love the title. Con Mum. It comes out later this month.
Since I don't know a lot about it, I'm like, had he been open about looking for his mom and she saw this and jumped on it?
I don't know. We don't know.
That's crazy. It would be very difficult to believe with, you know, all of the, even just we know, like when you get an able, it's like, I am a prince and I have come into money. I need you to put these jewels in a bank account and send me a couple of Amazon gift cards. You know, so it would be hard to fall for that, I think.
And you're always shocked by the people that are falling for it, but then you can't blame them because sometimes they're so likable. They really woo you. Again, I had a friend who's very smart. She thought she got a DM from Chris Evans. And, yeah, Captain America. Yeah.
Wait, did she think it was from Captain America or Chris Evans?
Chris Evans.
Okay.
Yeah. And Chris Evans asked her... And can I just tell you, she's telling me this story while eating sushi, and I almost had a sushi piece in my mouth, and she goes, and then Chris Evans asked me for Amazon gift cards. And I went, what? What? Yeah. No. Yeah, let me finish my soup dumpling, and then I'll tell you that that's not Chris Evans.
I had no idea how hard up Chris Evans was.
Who knew?
Yeah, rough,
Captain America needs some Amazon gift cards.
Don't we all? Yeah.
We're not done with the dish. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back to the show, everybody. A lot happened in that commercial break. We had a member of the staff go tinkle, won't tell you who. We had an audience member start moving her own chair, so I moved her so she could see us better. There she is right there. That's right, yeah. Can you see me better now? Perfect,
Okay,
there we go.
Good.
Welcome back, everybody. He may look a little stiff, but King Charles isn't afraid to rock out.
What?
Did I really just read that? Yeah.
Okay.
The top royal, listen to this, Fallon. The top royal just released a list of his favorite songs, and Late Night and Colbert recapped the list. Watch this.
As part of his new radio show, the King released a curated playlist that includes songs like Crazy in Love by Beyonce, Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé, and Live on Rose by Grace Jones. In comparison, Prince William only has one song on his playlist, I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Charles reminisced about one of the songs on his playlist.
Kylie Minogue came to St. James's Palace to perform this song in 2012. The song is The Locomotion, and this is music for dancing. Again, it has that infectious energy which makes it, I find, incredibly hard to sit still.
Yes, very hard to sit still, yes. It's very hard to sit still. Summon the gods because the rhythm is going to get me.
That,
Okay.
other than Parker Posey, you know, Tsunami, that is my second favorite viral clip. That is fantastic.
That's so good. He's so much better at radio than us.
Yeah, right, yeah, I know, yeah. I enjoy the locomotion.
Locomotion.
I do love that song, though, yeah. Staying on the topic of music and late night, people are still talking about one Tonight Show interview from last week. If you missed it, here we go. Thanks to roles in Mamma Mia, I call it Les Miserables. We all know Amanda Seyfried can sing, but she showed, audience, come back to the TV. She showed her real music ability during a sit-down with Fallon. Watch this.
Sitting in a park in Paris, France, reading the news and it sure looks bad. They won't get she said, chance, it was just a dream some of us had. Still a lot of lands to see, but I wouldn't want to stay here. It's too old and cold and settled in its ways here. But California, I'm coming home. I'm gonna see the folks I dig. I'll even kiss a sunset pig. California, I'm coming home.
So good. That's fantastic. So that's Amanda's doing Joni Mitchell's California while playing the dulcimer, which Jeff plays too in his free time. That's right. The video is making rounds on social media. People blown away. We've watched it several times in our office. It's so good.
It's so good. It gives me chills every time. And I know that song, but even other artists like Phineas, who's Billie Eilish's brother, her producer, he like commented, he's like, that song is so incredibly hard to sing, and she just killed it.
Killed it.
So good.
Well, many people, as you can imagine, say, hello, Amanda should play Joni Mitchell in a movie about her life. So we did a side-by-side. Look at this. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and give her the role right now. I think she earned it. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That was her audition, actually. On Jimmy Fallon, yes.
She doesn't need to do any more.
No.
Yeah. Monday night, Amanda stopped by Late Night with Seth Meyers and talked about that performance going viral. Watch.
It's rare for one of these talk show appearances to rise above like this, but you played a dulcimer and you sang a Joni Mitchell song so well that people said you should play her in a biopic. Yeah.
I know that whole album, I will say. We all had a lot of time during the pandemic.
Everybody said you have to see this clip, and sometimes when everybody says that, you kind of feel like, well, it can't live up to this high expectation, and then it just crushed my expectations.
Good, I'm glad. Honestly, it's so flattering, and I don't put myself out there because I don't know. I don't trust myself or whatever it is.
You're not like the person who brings their dulcimer to a party?
Well, I will now.
She should. The only thing, though, they're talking about making speaking of her, they're trying to make another Mamma Mia. Aren't we out of ABBA songs? You know what I mean? We've used them all in 1 and 2.
Did we?
I don't know. Aaron's saying no. I didn't even want 2. We don't need 3.
They're so universal, though. This past October, my husband and I went to Italy. We went to this tiny karaoke bar. I did Lil Jon, obviously, for my karaoke song. But every single other person there that was foreign, it was just nonstop ABBA songs. That's all they did. It was like 2 hot girls not wearing bras, everyone was like, and like every 3 songs, it was another one. It was awesome.
For the record,
universal.
Fallon had her bra on. Just FYI. I don't know. Up next, big exciting news for Disney theme. Speaking of Orlando, for Disney parks, fans like myself, South by Southwest is happening right now in one of our Jason Show cities, Austin, Texas. Hi, Austin. Yeah. Well, over the weekend. This is cool. Come back to the TV. Disney Parks made a really big splash, showing off new technology and rides coming to their parks. A lot of parks here in the States. It's part of a new series on Disney Imagineering on their YouTube channel. Okay, look at this. This is what you're going to see now is a look at an Avenger ride called this Tony Stark Flight Lab. Look at this.
You get to experience flight through Tony Stark's robotic arm as flight test, essentially.
To give guests the feeling of being recruits, seeing if they have what it takes to fly like an Avenger. Combining 2 ride systems that we've never combined before.
Behind me, this is our chassis that zooms up and down the track using linear synchronous motors. Transport system takes you into the lab. This allows you to align with the robot, decouple from that transport system, and then couple to the robot to experience the flight. That's kind of a 2-part experience on this attraction.
So this one, the Flight Lab, will be at Disney's California Adventure in the Disneyland world. Let me tell you, the reason this is cool is if you missed it, this is one of the first rides to do 2 ride systems. You know what they mean by that. So that's one ride system you're looking at. Then that module will then connect to basically a roller coaster. So it's going to go from that arm, it'll connect you to a roller coaster, and then you're off on the roller coaster.
Oh my gosh.
It's awesome. Well, if you love Monsters, Inc., watch this, a new magic door coaster. Remember the flying closet doors in Monsters, Inc.? A ride like that is going to be coming to Hollywood Studios in Orlando. Look at this.
So that iconic scene in the film where the claw kind of grabs the door and lifts the door up to shoot it out into the vault. We're recreating that. Right. Guests will go up in the air and hit the first boost zone and get shot into the door vault for Monsters, Inc. And that sensation alone, which, again, something that we haven't done before, where one system interlocks with the other system to get you up and out, that's a wow moment just from the moment you board the vehicle.
You're standing in the queue line and you're watching all of this dynamic stuff happening around you. Just the anticipation for this ride is going to be insane.
You can see the whole thing on the Disney Imagineering YouTube channel. I love Monsters, Inc., and just the fact that it's going to be a roller coaster where you're hanging underneath a track. Disney's really never done anything like this before.
I wonder if it'll be like where you stop and a door opens and there's a monster there, or if it'll just be like that. Okay.
No,
yeah.
I think you're literally going to be in that world, and that one's going to be at Hollywood Studios in Orlando.
Okay.
So these parks, I got to tell you, in like 5 years, they're going to be so busy because all of these. There's a new Cars ride coming to Magic Kingdom. It's in a Villains Land is coming to Magic Kingdom. So yeah, it's going to be great. It's in the next 5 to 10 years at the American parks. It's going to be good. Next in the dish, no Botox allowed. Not here at the Jason Show, obviously. But a comedy club in London is making news around the world by banning people with Botox.
Aaron.
I love that audience coordinator Aaron Schwab is taking a stand on that. Anyway, the top secret comedy club says comedians were tired of doing stand-up for people where their faces don't react. And they blame the overuse of Botox.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Last week, the club started using expression tests before people could get into the club. Yeah. So before you get in, the bouncer, may I see your ID? Let me look at your face. Let me see if you've had Botox. Now you can go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Like, pull back a little bit.
Well, we're not going to pull back here because the producers thought on our show that it would be funny to see if either Fallon or myself has had any Botox recently. So they found some funny video of a staff member, and we have...
Oh, God.
I didn't read that until just now.
Okay.
We have some funny video of a staff member that we haven't seen yet, and we have to watch it to see if one of us will laugh or we don't laugh because of our Botox, okay? I'm first, Jeff. Okay, I'm going to go first. Let's see the video.
Oh, my.
Oh my God!
Wow! What a!
We almost lost our liquor license on that one.
Wow!
Well, clearly.
Happy ending there.
I clearly have no Botox. Now, audience, it's Fallon's turn. Director Leo, roll the video for Fallon.
Why? What is happening in a cemetery?
What? Is that his audition tape to work here? That's photographer Eric.
Okay. Oh my God.
Clearly no Botox for you.
No, but why does Eric look better in leggings than me? I'm so annoyed.
We'll explore that in a future episode.
Okay.
We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. knows a thing or two about celebrity memoirs. Coming up in just a little bit, podcast host, author, and just all-around fabulous lady, Chelsea Devantez, will join us live to talk about, well, her memoir and the best and worst celebrity memoirs. And then he makes you think of Queen, Elton John, David Bowie. Singer Spencer Sutherland will join us live. That and more when The Jason Show continues.
I just wanna have fun, yeah. And if you don't like it, you could get lost.
Don't forget full episodes on YouTube. You can also find us on Tubi. Welcome back to the show, everybody. When a celebrity announces that they're doing a new memoir, fans get real excited. But not all of us have the time to read them and dig through the details. Well, unless you're our first guest today. She hosts the podcast Glamorous Trash, which coincidentally was the original name of this show. It was, actually. It didn't test well for us. Essentially, it's a book club in podcast form where she recaps female celebrity memoirs. Audience, give it up for the immensely talented Chelsea Devantez. Hi, Chelsea.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And yes, I mostly do female memoirs, but I do make exceptions for men's memoirs, which...
I love them. I love a good memoir
on my podcast.
I love that. I got to tell you, you got to come back because I could do an hour with you, but let's focus this visit, if you will come back. I want to focus this visit on the memoirs. Chelsea, you've read so many of these damn things. What makes a great one in your experience, and what makes just a horrible, like trash in a bad way?
Great. Thank you for differentiating between good trash and bad trash.
Thank you.
Important. I know you get it. It means a lot to me. So a good one will not spend an hour on what their great-grandparents did and then their grandparents. They won't tell me what their dad's cologne smelled like when he hugs them, which is like a constant in memoirs. And they will name names and be vulnerable and be entertaining while also like elevating your life for reading it. So they're not just like, talking to talk. So, and the bad ones, the trash ones are definitely the ones that are just blatantly lying and or doing 2 chapters of product placement in a book, which was Mary Bonet from Selling.
Ew! 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 That's horrible. Well, okay, this is one of those typical...
I know.
This is one of those typical talks.
I was shocked. I had to read it.
I'm sorry. You're doing the Lord's work on that one. But yeah, I know this is one of those typical talk show questions, but I do want to know, off the top of your head, if I were to ask you, and I'm going to, what's one of your favorites? Your answer would be?
Demi Moore, Gabrielle Union's first memoir, Mariah Carey, Jessica Simpson, and Ione Skye's that just came out is incredible.
Chelsea, Mimi's is really good. Oh, thank you for, I love that woman so much. Mariah's is really good?
It's fantastic. In her acknowledgments, she takes 30, I'm going to say a minute to name all of her dogs and thank them by name.
No! Chelsea, really?
It's so good. The audiobook is great too because she'll sing, she'll do impressions, she'll do an impression of her mom, she'll do an impression of Michael Jackson. It's great.
Okay, getting that audiobook as soon as this is over. Okay. Hey, you know this, everybody. I mean, I'm sure Mariah Carey's dogs have a podcast. Yours is so good, so highly rated, so huge numbers. What made you want to do a podcast, Chelsea? Because you do so many things so well.
Well, great question. I did not want to do a podcast. I'm a comedian, so this is the death knell. I said, please, no podcast. But it was 2020, and I just have always loved celebrity memoirs. And back in 2020, we were not giving them their due. And so I started recapping them on my Instagram during the pandemic. And the people demanded a podcast. And I said, oh, okay. So it became actually my favorite thing ever to do. And I really love doing like a structured, well-researched trashy podcast.
Yeah, because for you guys that don't know, she's done it all. Chelsea's a comedian. She's wrote her own memoir, which I got to have you back just to talk about that, because that is a whole other can of cream corn. So we got to have that later. Yeah, that is just another can of everything. But isn't it great crafting something like a podcast and putting it out there, and people love it? That's a gift, isn't it?
It's been incredible. Also, you know, I'm a TV writer by day, and you get so many notes, and you just get notes and notes and notes and notes. And so to do a podcast where it's exactly what I want, it goes out immediately, that's been really wonderful. And I think the community has been the best part. There's just been, you want to be in a book club that's full of garbage, but is also about books. And this has been that for me and for everyone else. So I think that's been the best part.
I love it. Will you please come back another time so we can talk about your book? Will you please?
I would love to. I love you. Also, I can hear your audience, and they're fun.
They are. Oh, they're. I mean, we have had some rogue audience members move around, but I mean, but they're great. They're great overall. Yeah.
They've got to live their lives. They know what they're doing.
That's right. They know exactly what they're doing. Give it up for Chelsea, everybody. Subscribe to the podcast right now, Glamorous Trash, wherever you get your podcast. And pick up a copy. You guys read that book, and then we'll have her back on. Her memoir is called I Shouldn't Be Telling You This, but I'm Going to Anyway. I know this is a hard turn, but she opens up about domestic violence, a rough childhood, how she overcame both. She's been on The View. You go read that book. It is powerful. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. It's a party up at her today. Come visit us, eventbrite.com. Oh, we're having fun today. Oh, and the fun's just going to keep going. Well, it really is, because our next guest is a rising singer-songwriter who's bringing back, you're going to love this, the classic rock sounds of the 70s and 80s. I'm talking Queen. I'm talking Elton John. I'm talking David Bowie. He just released a second album called The Drama. The Drama. Look at this. You get to choose when all the words are stay today. Making a scene, places to be, living the dream, doing it for the drama. That's right. Spencer Sutherland is hitting the road touring North America with his new music. Audience, give it up for Spencer Sutherland, everyone.
How are you? I'm well. How are you? Good. How are you? Good to see you.
Be ever close to him, yeah.
You're in the main chair there. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic.
That is lovely.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
That is.
Do you like this?
Yeah. That is lovely. You've been enjoying our city.
I love Minneapolis.
I know. I saw. We've been following you on social. You went to the Mall of America.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And I did the claw machine, and I won my friend's SpongeBob toys. Perfect. And I got a spray like a spray painted hat.
As you should.
As one does.
Yeah, we were just Mall of American it.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. What is it like? What is it? Do you like being on the road?
Love. Like I tell people, like, just leave me on the road. I don't need to go home. I can just stay on tour forever. It's so much fun. I mean that. I really do mean that. I know that people were laughing, but I really do mean that. I love hotels. I love flying. I love the bus. I love every part of it.
Where did your love of music start from?
My parents played music a lot in the house, but when I heard my first Elvis Presley song, I was like, that's it for me. That's it.
Yeah.
It was Elvis.
Elvis was the first love. I have like 4 Elvis tattoos. That's my guy for life. That's why I started singing.
You grew up in the Midwest like Jason. We're Indiana. You're Ohio,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
So and it's surprising you wanted to leave Ohio and pursue bigger dreams.
Don't I give Ohio? I'm giving Ohio.
That is giving such Ohio right now. That's right, yeah.
Well, to be fair, it is kind of like an Afghan you might have at your house that like your grandma would make.
Yes.
And that's why I love it. Yes.
Yeah, I do wear a lot of my grandma's like old glasses and scarves and
Amazing,
stuff,
amazing.
I'm not joking.
But there is a sensibility, because we're all three, I mean, hello, we're neighboring. There is a sensibility. It's a cliche and a stereotype for a reason. There is a Midwest sensibility that you have, don't you think, that you bring?
Yeah, I feel like you don't ever grow out of it. You can wear, you know, tassels and crazy jackets and all kinds of stuff, but you always have the Ohio in you, or the Indiana, yeah.
Where, yeah, aw. See?
Cue the aw.
I know.
Awesome.
Fallon angered the entire Buckeye State, and Spencer made it better. That's right, yeah.
And you're welcome.
Sorry.
But okay, was I right in the intro there? Other than Elvis, give me some. Was I right, David Bowie? If you were a clone, I'm smelling oak. I'm smelling. But if you know, the sense of oak.
Wait.
You know what I mean.
Happening?
If you were a cologne, what would you be?
What cologne would you be? But your inspirations, a little Bowie, a little Elton, a little, who else am I? A little Rufus. I mean, yes.
A little Rufus, a little Freddie, a little Temptations. Yeah, it's all that stuff. There's not a lot of.
Look at you in that video.
Look at me in that fur coat.
Look at that. Oh, and there it is.
I bought this for that video, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, first of all, you mentioned these artists. I mean, I've known you for years and years and years, and your sound has just evolved so much. How did you get to, obviously it feels like you're going back to your roots maybe, but like how did you come to this side of things?
I know, it's also really good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long.
Yes, I know.
I started when I started out, when I met you, I guess, I had like a faux hawk spiked hair and long tees, and I was trying to do what every like pop guy was doing, you know? And then I just dug deep during the pandemic and was like, who am I? Like, what do I love?
Yeah.
And it was stuff that's not the old stuff. Yeah, 60s, 70s, 50s.
And that's part of the recipe of success, is realizing, not trying to be another blank, just you know, another Elton or realizing what makes you you. We're going to talk more with Spencer when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody.
Yeah.
What cologne? What cologne?
He's lost control. We've lost control.
This is this is an escapee from our audience.
I love it.
She literally, I look over in a commercial break, talking pleasantries with our friend Spencer, and all of a sudden I see Erin running toward me with a strange camera. And I'm like, what is that? And then another audience, take a picture, and then this one starts running down the stairs to and security's trying to find the dart gun, and he can't. And the next thing I know, she's on his lap. Yeah. Yeah. Fallon. Fallon's basically at the end of the couch now.
I know my role, okay?
I know.
Congratulations on the new gig.
Yeah. Just, what's your name, Lovey?
Carlene.
Okay, Carlene, just make yourself comfortable. No, you just stay there. It's too late. It's too late. Just, yeah.
We're in it now.
Okay. Yeah. Will you tell everyone, if you're looking at Spencer, you're like, oh God, he's looks familiar. Tell the story about the X Factor, and because you got on there in an interesting way.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm glad you're here. I feel more. I feel more comfortable now.
Yeah.
I have quite the lore. I've done a lot of stuff. Right,
here's the clip right here. Yeah.
Oh man.
See, look how different.
That's what I used to look like right there. I went to the UK.
Oh my God, Spencer, look at you.
It's not good.
Okay, but so how did you get on there?
So I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of those shows aren't really real. They were looking for an American for the show, and I was the American they were looking for. I think they found me on YouTube maybe, and then I went over there, and I didn't really have to audition. I did like the first the boot camp round right away, and yeah, and they made this whole story like I barely got over there with $1 in my pocket, and I was like, you guys flew me over. So.
But you barely made it.
Yeah. But it was fun. It taught me a lot. That was one of the first times I was like, oh, this isn't who I am. You saw that spiked hair. It's not good.
I think you look good.
It's not good. This is a wig now.
Fallon, I know. Yeah.
I love it.
Fallon, I know it's hard to see down there.
Okay.
Do you have a question for Spencer?
Well, yeah, okay. That's what you did many years ago, but not too long ago, you auditioned and got a call back for a pretty big role we've all been talking about for the past year or so, correct?
What are you talking about?
Is there like a large movie that maybe dominated the box office recently?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
And you got a call back for an audition for a very prominent role in perhaps Wicked?
Perhaps. Ooh, you could say I was dancing through life.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Oh, be careful. If you jump, she's gonna jump. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll dance right now.
Yeah. You're being humble. You're being very humble, but dude, that's fantastic.
Thanks.
I mean, that doesn't happen to a lot of people. Did you wet your pants? Or, I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think, like, you know, when I knew it was going to be a big thing, and then when it came out, I was like, wow, this is the biggest movie of the year. It's pretty crazy. But the most important part is I didn't get it. And cute. But the next one, I'll get the next one.
That's right, yeah.
You will.
Last question, we got about a minute left. Your tour. Here's the typical talk show question. Tell us what we can expect. Yeah.
I love that.
Audience members rushing you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Can you take her with you? I mean, yeah.
Do you want to come to the show tonight?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Great. Okay.
We'll put you on the guest list tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing the Varsity Theater here, and you can expect a big rock opera. A lot of guitars, a lot of crazy outfits I'm sure I'll wear. Yeah, a lot of sparkles. A lot of sparkles.
I love it.
That's in Austin, Texas right there.
Well, the next time you're here,
Berlin.
will you please come back? I'll have more audience members sit on your lap, whatever you need. I mean, you know.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure you've done other shows, but not to brag, but no other show is going to have an audience member sit on your lap.
I don't think this has happened yet.
No.
It's amazing.
Give it up, everybody, for Spencer Sutherland. If you're watching locally, Spencer's performing at the Varsity Theater in Minneapolis tonight. If you're watching us from across the country, head to SpencerSutherland.com or follow him on social media for tour dates. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Fallon.
Yes.
She's right behind us. Yeah. If you want to come and join us in the studio audience and sit on the lap of various stars, tickets are completely free. Head to eventbrite.com and search The Jason Show, pick a date, and join the fun, or get the Eventbrite app as well. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Really quick, I'm going to spend the last 30 seconds saying this, and I know Annie Hall will agree with me, and that is, and I'm not being sarcastic, this show is always better with an amazing audience, and I mean this. And Fallon knows it now, having been here over almost a year. This show rocks when there's a great audience. It's better, we're better. So I'm so appreciative of everyone that gets dressed, makes an effort to drive here and come to the show. This will go down as one of the most kick-ass audiences we've had. Truly. Right, Annie Hall? Tomorrow, Fallon will be wearing another Diane Keaton number. Tomorrow on the show, she's a contestant on one of my favorite cooking competitions. Megan Shelley from Next Level Chef will be here. But right now, if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because no one can tell you're doing it wrong.